Yeah, this one's going to be a tough one. Welcome back, folks, to another episode of Midlife Models. And this is another episode of the Beefeater Challenge. And this challenge involves us taking a Freeman intercity commuter made in England, Lesney Products and Co Limited, Matchbox series number 22 from 1970, and making it interesting. I've got a monstrous idea. Catch you in a few. Righto then, what we're going to do with this riveting vehicle. Well, first thing we'll do is to take the flanges off. And I don't think, from seeing somebody else restore one of these, there's much to these flanges. So much so, I think we're going to end up having to glue this back in place, if we even end up gluing it back in place. If even it's got the same chassis, who knows? There we go. Wasn't a great deal to that, was there? So this body was a bit to be desired. The glass is in good condition. So is the interior seats, and so is the chassis. However, this one is not in such good condition, and this is a Matchbox open back truck from 1981, and I'm going to hybridise this monster truck with this body. I'm not known for making custom vehicles, so let's see if we can get the flange off this one. I don't think it's going to take much. He says. Nope, there we go. So, let's put those two to one side. Let's put this back in here, along with the seats. And then the question is, how would we fasten it? Let's take the seats out. Let's just use the body for a moment. Well, actually, I think there's some potential there. And there may be a lot of gluing involved in this one. But I think we could cut out the front of this, take off that tab there, mould it round here, around this bumper, and that might actually sit in place. I'll have to take these posts down. I think we've got some possibilities. I may even take this back piece off, put some kind of false flooring, and then see if I can find an engine and put an engine in the back. So that's the challenge. How we're even going to fasten it in place, I've no idea. I think there's going to be a lot of super glue involved in this one, but that's what the challenge is all about, seeing what you can do to make this vehicle more interesting. So a bit of planning and I'll be back to you soon. Cheers. Welcome back, folks, with an update on our Freeman Intercity custom 4x4 hot 4x4 monster truck custom rebuild. I have no idea, I've run out of ideas of what to call this. Anyway, got the body, we've got the top. So not a lot's been done to this other than I filed this back piece down and also filed the pillars at the back. And there was a tag on the front leading edge that I've taken off as well. But that's pretty much all I've done to the body. This open back truck, however, has had a lot of filing and profiling done. Now, if anybody's concerned, I do actually have a spare one of these, so it's not that this is going to waste. So we've done some profiling on the back, some around the front by the bumper and the lights, and what's happened, or what we've ended up getting, is that the front of this becomes the back of that, and I'll show you. If I turn this over, after much fettling about, that's how I've got it to fit together. Now, so there's the full-on profile of what it's going to look like. And if I put it down, it goes quite nicely. I've also found some cosmetic piece, if you like, that I'm playing about with. This is a bumper off a cheap Hot Wheels truck or car, I can't remember what it was, to be honest. So we've got a bumper we can put on. I may look for something to fill this part in. I might make it out of a piece of old Airfix kit, just to make it, just to fill it in and make it more solid. The interesting thing is what we're going to do. Well, one other thing, this plastic interior gives me a point where I can put a pin in to hold it, and then what I might do at the back is just use some super glue and baking powder to create a weld, if you like. And then I have got this horrendous engine from, it actually came from one of these. They were £3 for a pack of 3. So one of them I've chopped up because I wanted the wheels, and I will be chopping this one up, to be honest. I wanted the wheels for another project that I'm going to be working on. There's the back bumper that you can see I've profiled into this one to fit. So we've got that. Now the question is, once I've tidied this up, whether or not I'm going to cut the glass, drop this flap at the back, or even cut it off, and then mount an engine and put a new false piece of glass in the back. I haven't decided yet. That's to come. So that's where we are. This is our Beefeater challenge, or Beefeater build off. And I might even find, if I can, I may even try and find some exhaust pipes, or I don't know, bull bars. And I'm also going to obviously strip this paint. Not decided what colour I'm going to paint it yet. I'll get back to you on that. But yes, we'll definitely get this put in the caustic soda. I'll clean up this engine part before I decide whether I'm going to cut the glass or not, to see what it looks like. And we'll catch you in the next update. Cheers. Okay, welcome back folks, and we're here in the lab. Caustic soda jar. I've separated the chassis from the wheels on the base, and we're going to see what this strips like. There we go. Are we getting an instant changing of colour? Not so much, but we'll give it the mandatory half an hour and come back and check what state it's in. So we'll catch you in a few. Welcome back folks to this build update, and where are we now? Okay, so what we've done is we've stripped the body of paint, done a bit more fabrication, and it almost looks like something from Lost in Space, which is pretty cool. Quite happy with that. So what's the next step? The next step is going to be that we take this section off the chassis. All I'm going to use is the Dremel to grind it down, and then out of a piece of old Airfix kit, which I'm going to be running out of soon, to be fair, I've made a grill to sit on the front. I've also been playing about with some hat pins to see what I could make out of those, and potentially I've got a what we call bull bars. I might add another piece into the middle and a couple of pieces from top to bottom, so they may end up sitting on the front and possibly the back. Still haven't decided on the colour, but I might make this the MLM monster truck. So it might have a blue and white theme with a couple of midlife model logos on it. I think this is worth something special because it's unique. So I think we might as well give it a bit of a MLM theme. So that's where we are. Still haven't decided about removing this back section and putting this engine in, but things are developing, planning and scheming. This isn't actually in the sequence of build-offs, the next one, but I was so intrigued by what I could do with this that I kind of cracked on with it. So there you go, Paul, taking on your challenge. That's where we are, and I'll catch up with you in the next update. Cheers. Okay, welcome back folks to our Freeman build. This has been going on for a number of weeks. Christmas has got in the way. We're back into we've moved into January. It's it's January the 2nd. So this build's been a bit of an epic, really. It's going to be cut down into a few minutes, but I'll keep coming back to it and then leaving it and coming back to it. Anyway, so what I'm going to do in this update is I'm going to trim off this back section. I'm going to trim the window back. I found yet another engine. I'm going to see if I can get that fitted somehow. So this section is going to be a series of quick videos strung together of me modifying this this body and engine and trying to get it mounted. So I'll catch you in a few. So, welcome back folks, and after much fettling, great word that, fettling, this is what we've come up with. We've chopped the top section of the roof, or the back section of the roof off, done the same with the interior plastic windows. They now sit back in. Happy with that. We've had to modify the interior plastic seats and cut out a section, which I'll show you why in a moment. So that now also sits back in. We can then attach the lower chassis section, and I've had to do a little bit more cutting out of this bottom chassis. That now sits back in. So there is our current profile. And what we've done is to take this engine that's out of a Hot Wheels vehicle, like a dragster I think it was, trimmed it up, trimmed it back, and it now sits in the hole that we've created in the back of the Freeman. And if I can hold it in place, that's the profile we've got now. Still a work in progress. I'm not sure what else I want to do to it yet, but there we go. I didn't video it all. There's a lot of modifications going on this one, but this is a bit of a timeline point, so that I can show you the fabrication that's taken place. What I might do, I'm saying a lot of might do's in this video and then completely changing my mind. What I might do is put some struts, or a pair of struts, on the engine to the outside of the body. I can use some clips to do that with. But yeah, progress has been made. It certainly looks more interesting now than it did when I when I started on it. I'm not sure if it'll all whether it'll all come together in the end. This might be an epic fail, but so far so good. And I'll catch you in the next build update. Catch you in a few. Cheers. Welcome back folks to another build update, and I thought I'd show you how far I've got. I've been doing some work in the background, and here we are. So we're at the point where I have taken the interior windows, put a filler piece at the back and painted it black. Obviously I've primed the body. Usually I would video priming and top coated, but baby, it's cold outside, so not messing about on this one. The plastic interior goes back in, sits on the chassis like so. Of course you saw me mount the engine in the last update, and I've taken a couple of this is a pot rivet pin. I'll split that, and what I intend to do is to glue them in place to make it appear as though the engine's been mounted. If we can get the other one in, this is just let's have a look to see what it looks like, kind of view. This will all collapse on me, I'm pretty sure, but it'll look like that. So I'm at the stage now where I want to top coat the body, and I'm going to re-chrome part of the front end and do the lights. So I'm going to get the body done and put that to one side while I finish off the fabrication on the chassis and the interior. I'm also going to probably spray the interior black. The chassis has polished up nicely, so I'm going to leave that as is, and my better half has chosen the colour that she thinks I should use, so we'll have a see what it looks like when we get back. So I'll catch you in a few. Cheers. So welcome back, folks, and finally we've completed our intercity commuter build, and this is what we ended up with. So we took two vehicles. One was a Matchbox open back truck 4x4. We took the chassis off it, bonded it to the body of our intercity commuter. I've painted the interior black. I did some, see if we can get that in, there we go. I did some decals, put an MLM decal on the top, and also mounted an engine. I ended up using an epoxy resin to bond it all together. We've also cleaned the wheels up and chromed up our front bumper. So yeah, after many weeks we've actually got to a place where this is complete. So we'll get this on the roundabout and we'll have a look at it. Catch you in a few. Cheers. So here we go with the reveal, folks, and as I said, we have resprayed this in British Racing Green, which was the choice of my other half. We've added some decals. Oh look, it's trying to get out of here. Added some decals, polished up the base to leave it the metallic colour, chromed the wheels, added some chrome highlights to the door handles and the ladder on top. It looks like a ladder effect, and also the chrome bumper at the front. Sprayed the interior black, silvered the steering wheel, and it looks pretty good, to be fair. I'm quite pleased with it. And here, down at MLM headquarters, we've got it on the forecourt. And on behalf of the team, I'd like to thank everybody who's taken part in this challenge. It means a lot to us, and hopefully we'll see you in future episodes. And come and join us on the Midlife Models YouTube channel, where we share other builders' builds, and we've got some general chat going on. And of course, by all means, please subscribe and give a thumbs up to this video, and we'll see you soon. So take care, and I'll see you soon. Cheers.